Welcome back, Hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to the Hunter Classic. So last episode, I admit, didn't really get as much hunted as I would have liked to, but trying to track these rabbits, or well, that one rabbit, just ridiculous at times. Like, that's one of the things that I've had as a constant issue with the Hunter Classic has been that its tracking system could use some more work. And I do admit I still would lean to, I like Prehistoric Hunt's method a bit better. I still think the overall best tracking method I've seen in a game has actually come from Red Dead Redemption 2, because you actually see, like, the proper travel path it took, not like these little nodes dotted up. What the? What? Where the heck is this track? What? This is... like, maybe this is a super old track, but... good lord. Yeah, I definitely think that the tracking system could use a little bit more improvement than, like, just the little nodes that are plunked every so often. Because when you do have it, say, like, the animal's going like this, you might get a node here, but it's way over here. Okay, we got a female hog that was back around where I... good lord, this hunt has turned weird now. Well, let me just try to get back on track to the proper roadway and we'll continue along, but yeah, that... oh, and we've even had black bear in the area now, too. I don't know what we're going to see next. But yeah, I'm not going to probably try for more rabbits unless, like, I'm super certain I can hit them. I think just trying that shot from a distance... I heard something move just... I think going for anything that's not a certain shot of, like, okay, I can see it for sure and I have it lined up properly, I'm going to be more wary of trying to go after. Okay, so yeah, so these are all the elk tracks. There was the whitetail buck that called from around this area. It has been a while, though. So it's possible it could have moved out. We'll still just keep going along the main road here and see what I can find. Just on the edges or calling from it. Okay, so the black bear... I feel like the entire road just changed texture for... like a... yeah, they do a little bit. There's a little bit of a different, like, overlap. They're fighting each other. Okay, but yeah, so the bear's probably gone off in a direction we won't really see it. I don't think they're really vocal either. So I think it would just kind of be like passing luck if I spotted it way off in the distance somewhere. Because the black bears are very skittish animals in the game. You really do not get lucky or, like, get close to them unless it's, like, just by sheer luck or accident. Although I didn't say the whitetail buck was around here where it called. So I was just trying to see... maybe I could spot movement out in the distance there. Because it does look like the woods opened up a little bit around a pond. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything. Okay, hopefully we kind of just shook off all of the poor shots and bad luck with last episode. And we'll try getting into some better hunting this time. Okay, still the... that's just the tree branch, isn't it? Yeah, that's just the way the branch is. Okay, so let's keep going along, and then we'll just see what else we hear or spot in the distance. Well, that's actually something interesting to spot, isn't it? That's a nice-looking black bear out there. And And that took it right down. Not exactly what I thought we would see from around here, because I thought we might have had the whitetail buck that called still, like, in the area, but I'll certainly take a black bear like that. So we'll go see just how good of a score it is. It looked like it might have been a decent size, just like from the distance and how much it stood out. Another thing too, and let me see with binoculars. Yes, that stuff wasn't really rendering in that much for it. So it can be hard to get a scale for, like, comparison with, like, nothing whatsoever rendered in around the animal. Yeah, so this is probably where that buck had called from. We might actually hear it again. I don't know if I would have been scared. It all depends on, like, the distance it might have gained from, like... I almost feel like there's something else up ahead, too. It might just be a rock, but I'm almost wondering if it could be a rabbit. See, right? Oh, no, I guess it's just the way the plant's kind of rendering in at the moment. It's like you can almost see... Like, yeah, that right there is just part of the way the grass is probably loading in right now. If I actually zoom in on it. Yeah, it's just that. Okay. So let's go for a little bit of a jog just to go collect the bear and see what we're dealing with for, like, points there. One thing I probably should have done too was if I do down an animal, I should actually use the binoculars to, like, plant a marker where it should be so that way I can more easily find it. Luckily, this guy or girl was right in the open here. So let's take a look from it. What do we got? Oh, female. For how much? 43 is still pretty good for it. I think we will take a trophy shot of her. And maybe we'll do... Yeah, let's see if we can line this up so that way. Looks like the rifle's kind of resting with her. There we go. Yeah, decent enough shot right there. We'll take that. And continue on. Yeah, so again, as I was saying, black bears either spot in the distance, or you might hear the rare call from them. I've often found them to be such a skittish animal that you really are going to want a long-distance rifle for it. I think you have to either really have, like, bear baits to lure them in, or be up in a stand and just get super lucky with how they might be trying to approach. Well, let's see. What's the roster we've taken down so far for the map, then? We've got the rabbit, the hog, the Roosevelt elk, and the black bear. I think there's still the bobcat, the whitetail. I wonder if that's it. Maybe just those two still to go. If so, the whitetail might not be hard to come across. The bobcat, though. Okay, so I think that might actually be from... Actually, no, it might not be. Because, like, the first call we got from the buck, we were able to know for sure it was a whitetail male. But considering those tracks aren't registering a gender, hard to say if that's actually the one or not. I'm going to press on, and we'll just see if we can come across one of the other animals we haven't gotten from Settlers Creek yet. Oh, that's just the... Oh, actually, hang on. There was something else there. At least I thought there was. Oh, right there. Yeah, the collectibles, like the mushrooms and that, they don't really seem to do anything. It's just like something you just randomly stumble upon, the hunter mate getting angry at you. Okay, let me just take a little look around. See, it looks like this might all just be kind of like more wild stretch until down here. So I think it would be best just to sticking to the main road for a while. At least I made up for, like, how the bad course with the rabbit went, since that seemed to take forever just to try to figure out any direction it had gone. The game's actually probably a bit easier to play on lower graphics, because you could probably turn off a lot of, like, all the foliage in that spawns and renders in. Like, I'm sure there's a way you could have, like, next to no ground cover, so you don't have anything blocking your view to what you're trying to go after. And hopefully going further along and out of the area we were, we'll see or hear more stuff going off in the woods. No, or we might have something right across the middle of the road here. What do we got? Actually looks like... Oh, rabbit. Not sure I want to go after more rabbits after how the last one went. Maybe if I can get, like, a much more certain shot on them, I would. But I don't think I'm going to really press them. I'm still amazed I was able to both land a hit with the shotgun, and that it didn't actually take the rabbit down with enough time. That it was still just, like, going about no problem. I really thought that would have been something kind of like... Well, it's the smallest game. You kind of think just one thing might have been enough to put it... No, I got turkey, although quite a ways up. But I can try calling them in to me. Yeah, I'm going to put a marker, because it might not hurt to try getting the turkeys. I've had okay luck so far with them. It might just be, instead of trying to, like, go closer to them, try to draw them out more to me. This isn't really good cover here using this tiny little thing, but I think it's about as close to where I called. And no, that's the deer call. We want the turkey call. Try to see if we can maybe bring them in. If I don't get another call back in a moment or two, though, I think I might just move on, because, again, they are a... No? Yeah, they are a ways in. And as much as they're calling, I don't know if I can actually, like, draw them into me. Oh, wrong one again. I gotta remember, turkey's number 5 right now. I'll try to go slow, because, like, with the shotgun, it should be pretty good to... Again, this is kind of like leaning to how I thought the rabbits might be, where just a single little nick or wing or clip or what have you could put one down. But I think bad luck could strike again. I'm just going to try to go slow as I get up this way. So it does still look like there's quite a bit of distance between me and where they might be. And going uphill, definitely giving the advantage more to the birds. And try going up a little more, just so that way I can try to get closer to the very top of this area, or at least to a spot I have some better vantage from. Oh, but this is so thick that I'm not even sure if that'll... I might have to get to the very top of this area here, and then Okay, the good news is it looks like they aren't moving too much from where they've been calling. So as long as they stay around there... I'm not going to call till I get up to a good spot to see. Okay, so I've got... Shoot. That was probably them right there. Yeah. I should have just stopped as soon as I saw them and then gone down to crouch and approached. Well, you live and you learn. We'll let them go off. I'm not going to chase after a spooked animal. So I'll just run my way back down. But I'm glad that I didn't try to stay at the bottom and try calling them, because I don't think they were moving or budging much at all. No, actually... I mean, by dumb luck, I am pretty close to this tower, so it might not hurt to try taking a look to see what is around here. I am going to slowly try for this tower and then get up and see what it's looking out over. Usually the towers have some, like, very open space around them for where they've been put up on the maps. Although, truthfully, this one looks... Oh, it might be looking down towards something, actually. It's like, the more I'm getting up here, it almost looks like there is a gap from the tree line after a bit. Now, I don't know if that doe that called would actually have anybody around her, or it might just be other does. Because it's kind of rare to find a buck tied in with a doe. It does happen, but I think it's a bit more of an uncommon occurrence. Okay, so yeah, she's the one who probably was just calling. You can just see her head poking out right from the rock there. Again, I'm not really interested in her. So I'm just going to see if I can sneak my way away from her. It goes to show how different it is, like, the gap between the animals that don't give you a score and the ones that actually do, because... Okay, so I think that was her that just ran off. But, like, how I was able to get in that close to her. And it's only, like, I'm throwing caution to the wind, just trying to go away from her, that she picked me up and started off. Good lord, this one actually has a good view from it. I mean, it kind of looks a little raggedy, and like it could collapse on me if I go up there, but... Still might not hurt just to go up there and take a look around. Because this is definitely the high ground if you wanted to hunt from here. Holy crap, look at all the distance you can... Why can I... Okay, for some reason it's almost like not letting me look down into this corner, but maybe it's because I was too close to the one post that's here. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't see anything off in the distance from here. But you get a really, really long view out. Like, I don't know what the animal load range is, or the animal render range is, but... I mean, you could see all the way out there. And actually, the road looks kind of... rather sharp for the distance you see out to it. Okay, but that's one of a few towers, isn't it? Yeah, there are a number scattered across the east half of the map. Oh, I recognize that. Now, I don't think I saw him from the tower. Well, yeah, I definitely didn't see him from the tower. But this might be perfect to try to get. Because I've got the high ground here. And that could be a big advantage for trying to take him down. Just got to figure out where it exactly is. It might have even just been behind like one of these sets of like bushes and that. Because again, I'm not very good at judging the distance on the Hunter Mate to like the actual map. All I need to do is basically see a bit of movement and I'll know exactly where he is. So I want to think he's somewhere right around there. But again, I don't actually see him at all. Oh, jeez. No, he's much closer than I was thinking. I don't even know where he was, because it maybe just... Not a bad shot. I think I lost my breath control at the end there, but it was still decent enough to be placed to put him down instantaneously. So let's go take a look at our whitetail here, and then we'll just probably head for the road and try for a few more minutes. Because I think the only animal we haven't really gotten from Settlers Creek now is the bobcat. But I haven't even heard a single call from one my entire time out here. I think they're on this map, but then again, maybe I'm mistaken. Let's go take a look at this guy. He looked like he might have been about an average whitetail. I don't think he was anything like too special for sizing, but we'll see what the GMs tell us. Yeah, there. Ooh, actually not too bad looking, are ya? Let's take a look and see. Ooh, actually went right through him pretty good. 56, so yeah, I don't think he was too bad of a whitetail. I'm guessing maybe around an average for them. And let's do, Yeah, you know what, we're going to do Deer Hunter because, of course, this is a deer. Try to get your head lifted up to a nice spot there. Ah, look, he's even doing the little bleb tongue for us. Okay, whoa. Okay, well, let's actually try to do this, because that's a little easier position. So we gotta try to bring your head down a little bit more, bud. Not like that. Maybe like that, and if I can turn and slide it back a little more. No, head's going the wrong way. Kind of makes me wish we had a little bit better controls when it came to the trophy shots, but I think I've got about here. I just gotta... Yes, I know I'm a little finicky, pain in the ass to do this, but... There we go. Not too shabby at all. Okay, so, whitetail taken care of. We'll take a little jog right back to the road and continue on for a few minutes again. Hopefully not going to have anything happen like the rabbit was last episode, but if we get lucky, maybe we'll hear another whitetail or an elk, or, again, maybe a bobcat, and I can get lucky and get my first one. But I am glad I did decide to come up and visit the tower. That's one of the things where, as much as you're not sure if it'd be worth it, it doesn't hurt just to go and take a little look. And that's basically how hunting really is. Just take a look, see if you can spot anything. At worst, there's nothing there. At best, well, you just found yourself an interesting opportunity. And once we get back to the road, we'll see if we hear anything else along the way. Oh, well, there's a new mushroom, a Phi Amanita. Or Amanita. I'm sure somebody's going to know the correct pronunciation and correct me. If there's one thing that comments... Okay, maybe that's just my own footsteps there. If there's anything that YouTube comments do, it is make sure you say you get the right pronunciation or they call you out on making a mistake. It never fails. They always do that. Okay, we'll collect this one. We'll collect this one. There we go. And we are right by the water here, so definitely didn't cover as much ground as last weekend, but again, that's because more my fault for trying to get after that rabbit. We do got another track. Oh, actually, a couple tracks left here. What are we looking at? More rabbit? Maybe elk. No, whitetail. Okay, well, it looks like from the direction I probably won't be seeing these, though. Looks like they were coming... Ooh, and bear. Actually, black bear was surprisingly close, so it might still be in this area. I might actually be able to see it, or if it's around the water. I'm not going to go towards the river, but I'm going to keep on the road and... Hey, excuse me a moment. Looks like just a female elk, but again, just keeping your eyes open and trying to see those shapes can sometimes pay off pretty well. Yeah, I think actually I might be able to see the bear if it is by the water still. Just figure I'd take another look around because I've already seen the elk from that way. And it does look like this is a little bit, not quite a bridge. Maybe there's a culvert that runs under here. But it might open up around the water, so that way I have better view to anything that might be down close to it. Okay, there's some... I think that's... Yeah, that is a bear. The problem is I don't think I'll be able to get it out of there. Yeah, it's dug in pretty good, but I might actually have a chance at a shot here. If I can spot it again using the rifle... I saw a bit of color go down the hill, but I don't know if it was it running or just, like, took the shot and dropped. So I'm going to try heading up and follow it. At least see what is there. Like, I think if it's wounded, it'd definitely be pretty hard to track, but... I don't know if it actually went running off. Yeah, I feel like if it did, I would have been able to see more of it. Like, running along the edge here, but we'll take a look and see. It was a bit of a guess of a shot, but I might be improving on where my placements can be. Let's just try to get around to where I think it might have been. I think it was back around this area. Oh. Oh, looks like just a body shot. Shoot. Okay, so the color I did see was it, like, coming down and running off along the riverway here. Okay, I was hoping that maybe that color was actually just, like, the body sliding down and then landing somewhere. We'll go after it for a minute or two, try to see where it could be. It might even be that it's still out in the open somewhere. No, I don't want the new trail. I want to focus on this one. Yeah, my guess is maybe I shot too high, so I got more, like, almost neck and shoulder area than the lungs I was hoping for. I don't know if it would have stayed along the water or it might have run up into the hill. At least maybe if I keep up like this, I can get a look down and see. That could even be that I try crossing the river. But yeah, not really seeing any other tracks along here. So I can't really say which direction it might have gone. Shoot. Really goes to show you that you should be much more certain on your shots before taking them, because otherwise you will be in for quite the stalk or the track afterwards. Okay, some more tracks from her. Or him, actually. This one was a male from what we spotted. It's just gonna be about figuring out... Does seem like it wants to stay almost like in proximity to the water. No, is that actually him? It looks like it. But he almost... I just want to keep this on him for a minute, because it almost looks like he's not really down. No, I guess he is. Oh, yeah, body shoulder blade. I was aiming a bit too high and up, although 87 is a very nice amount to get from a bear. I will take a trophy shot from this guy. Okay, well, I was going to say I might actually have to go sliding down the mountain a bit. But yeah, it's like I thought. Head or neck, shoulder-ish area. Didn't quite get the lungs I wanted for it. But he still, again, came out to be a pretty nice mount for GM. Let's just try to... Almost makes me wish you could try to pin, like, certain body parts in place when you're taking the trophy shots, but... that'll be good there. And with that rather... well, kind of successful. Like, we did get it down, not quite the placement I wanted. But with that success done, we're going to end this episode of the Hunter Classic right here. Thank you guys very much for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did like the video, be sure to give it a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave the comments right down below. I do believe next weekend we start on to our final reserve tour of Ruger Bayou, and then we're going to start going back for a bit of a change of pace or more into like in-depth hunts. But thank you guys for joining me again this week on the Hunter Classic, and until I do see you in the next video or episode, survivors and hunters, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.